All right, I want to spend a little bit of time talking about functions and how we can tell if certain things are functions. So first off, I want to look at graphs. So we have nothing but graphs that we're going to focus on and how to tell if a graph is a function. Now, luckily for us, there's a really easy way to do this, and this is with the vertical line test. Because for a function to be a function, it can't have any x values. It can't have one x value that has multiple y values. Now you can have y values that repeat x's, right, which would give you a horizontal line, but you can't have that one x value that has multiple y's, because what that's saying is that one independent variable is giving you multiple answers, right? You can't have one equation that has exactly one answer, right? Inequality is a different story, but one equation that has multiple answers. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the vertical line test. And this tests for that. What it does is it shows us if any x's have y values that repeat. So if I'm looking at this first one, I can move my vertical line across, and I can see it never has any places where it's touching the line twice. So that's a function. If we check it on, if we check it on my next one, I come over here and I look, and again, I have no places that repeat. So again, that would be a function. If I'm looking down here, well, I have points, but still I can check, and I never have a place that repeats. So that's going to be a function. But let's look at this last graph. Well, notice here it is an actual vertical line, and see what happens when I have that. Bam, I touch at two places at the same time, actually multiple places at the same time. So this would not be a function. Now, some other graphs, I'm going to use this this section down here, this last one with my verticals, to kind of show what some other examples could be. Well, if it'll let me here. Let's kind of go here. There we go. I'm going to use some other examples. So let's see, what if I had, let me zoom in so we can see this a little bit. What if I had a parabola that went sideways like this? Would that be a function? Well, again, we test it with our vertical line test. I'm going to come in, and right off the bat, I can see that it hits in multiple places, right? It's hitting right there and right there. What that tells me is that one x value has multiple y values. Big no-no. For our functions. That can't happen. Okay. Another situation that I can test out here is a horizontal line. So what if I have a line that goes across my graph like this? Would that be a function? Now it's a straight line. Again, we test it with the vertical line test. I come through and I can roll through that whole blue horizontal line, and it never touches more than once. So that actually is a function. Like I said earlier, your y values can have multiple x's, but that x, so what that means is your answer can have different processes and different variables that will get that answer. So you can have multiple problems. Think about it like this. You can have multiple problems that get you the same answer, right? But you can't have one problem that gets you a bunch of different answers. That's what makes it not a functional relationship. So there's kind of our basic rundown on looking at functions when we're looking at graphs.